day 4 and I've already had someone ask me, how can I actually pray? Like, I feel weird when I do it. Let me tell you, I get it. Prayer feels weird until it's not, until you fall in love with it. And so today's thought is called, how can I grow in prayer? Over the past couple of years, I've been really fascinated with prayer services that are more charismatic and Pentecostal brothers and sisters have. Prayer services that Methodists used to be known for. Recently, I participated in one online, and rather than feeling stimulated and refreshed, I walked away feeling guilty and frustrated. That night, we were supposed to silently pray for 15 minutes, and I had difficulty fighting off distractions and focusing on praying. I felt guilty because if anyone should be able to pray at this point, I felt like it should be me. I've been a lifelong follower of Christ, and I've been a pastor for more than a few years now. I shouldn't struggle this much to pray. I felt frustrated because I was genuinely trying to instill a deep, meaningful habit, but it didn't inspire me or make me closer to God. It didn't take long for me to realize that both the frustration and guilt were actually lies from the enemy. I don't need to feel guilty because the truth is that I'm making strides in my walk with God and in my prayer life, even when I don't sense it. And I don't need to be frustrated because when we begin to develop a habit, it is weird and it's awkward at first and we don't see much change. That's the thing about habits. You don't always see the growth while you're in the moment. The realization of progress usually comes much later. If you aren't sure how to pray or start praying, or maybe you feel like you've come to a plateau in your prayer life, I want to encourage you today that the best way to learn is to keep praying. This past fall, I set goals with a workout partner to hit certain benchmarks in the gym. And truthfully, I had these short seasons of growth and what felt like long seasons of being stuck. I loved the seasons of growth and I hated the season when it felt like I was stuck. But even when I was stuck, or at least felt like it, I was getting stronger. I look back and I can see I made progress. I just needed to keep putting in the reps. As I keep putting in reps, I'm trusting that the repeated effort will one day make me stronger. If you want to become more effective in prayer, simply pray, put in the reps. You may not notice growth in one day or on a day-to-day basis, but eventually you will see it. In the course of the season, I'll show you how Jesus prayed and teach you a few tricks to help you. And when you pray, you may not see the immediate change that you're seeking in yourself or for those that you're praying for. You may feel discouraged because you don't feel like your prayer life is getting bettered. You may not sense God's presence as you pray. But I want you to hear this. God assures us that He's at work. And while our feelings are real, they aren't always true. Dallas Willard said, feelings are good servants, but they're disastrous masters. So I want you to trust in God's promises, not your feelings. Keep praying. God doesn't care how we come, just that we come. I want to challenge you today to make one small habit, one small thing you can do to make prayer a habit in your life, and then tell someone about it. And today I want you to pray for your church and the local churches in the town you live in, that their ministries would be a light into the world all around them. Thank y'all so much, and we'll catch y'all tomorrow.